Hola, hola, ¿todo bem? Hello, Trader Gum, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Yes, today is going great. Welcome, everyone. It is Monday, the 27th of July, the last trading week of the month, and basically the end of the first part of the third quarter. Yeah, so we're still in the third quarter. We're gonna be moving to the fourth quarter just about October. But yeah, markets are open. We have news coming about. That's durable goods orders month on month from the US. That's gonna be coming up in 15 minutes. Yeah, so I hope you're ready for that. I hope you have put your stop losses in. So let's just quickly first look out at gold right now. So gold had a gap right here. So the question is, will this gap be filled? I should think so. Yeah, I should think so. Usually the gaps are filled 90% of the time when it comes off from the weekend. So I do think this gap will be filled as well. As for me, I'm not looking to chase after the gap. I'm actually buying into that gap, which I have done right now. So the question is, how far do I think the market will go? Well, I think it's probably going to make a new high over here. Like, probably because it looks like we're in a consolidation right now. We had that major push up from the open, major push up. Then we seem to be consolidating here. So I do think we might be pushing all the way to this previous resistance here around 103. So I would put that at probably 104. Yeah, so that is literally my target for today. That should amount about $166. So right now, the trades that are doing quite well is Euro Aussie. It also gapped today, surprisingly. It gapped like a lot of other pairs gapped today. Like it gapped to the downside, and the market seems to be coming down to finish that off. We would have been taken out into profit, but because this was at market open, spread was extremely wide. So there was no way this position would have closed. So this gap happened and it got filled and the target was reached, but it did not close due to spread and everything like that during that moment. So we're just gonna wait for this market to come down to here. Hopefully, it does reach there and doesn't disappoint us. Then let's look at the pairs that are actually moving the most today. So today, NAS 100 is actually up 1.2%. So probably that upward movement may continue. But let's actually look on how things are doing. So we also had a gap on NAS 100. So that is the 1.20% that it's accounting for. So the question is, will this gap be filled as well on NAS 100? I should believe so. I should believe so. I think we're probably going to make a new low here. So that is what I am anticipating on NAS 100. I do think we're going to make a new low, probably around 28,000. Yeah, right below 28,000. And probably on that round number, it might be going all the way back up. So that is what I am anticipating. And then Aussie CAD seems to have gone against us today. There wasn't any gap whatsoever, but it is up today, and we were looking for sells. This gap that it made, it went up and never came down. It filled it up, then never came down. So that is what I could say is a bit worrisome. But of course, the markets do move their own way. It will eventually come to the level that we are desiring. Mostly when it comes to trades, it's either you are early to the party or late to the party. Either ways, you always want to be on time somehow. But again, we can never be 100% on time to catch the move. Yes. Gaston, how are you doing? It's been a minute. Thank you for joining us. Trader Gump, yes, this is gold. that we were looking at. And yeah, I entered the position just now, aiming for 4,104. So that is the target on gold. Gaston, how have you been? It has been quite a minute. So, like I said, there's also news coming about in the next 10 minutes. If you have checked investing.com, you should be able to see that red flag news, which is 3 stars. So, make sure your stop losses are set, your risk is in check, and everything like that. Jenada Tritagam. Right, so let us continue moving forward. So we have covered Aussie CAD. Let us look at Euro Yen. Euro Yen also pushed up more today. We were in a profit before Friday. They pushed back up, and we're still a before the low here at 182,000 on Euro Yen. So we're still waiting for that move to happen. Then Pound CAD. Pound CAD. I actually entered. I think that was on Friday. Yeah, right here for a shorting opportunity on pound CAD. I do believe we still have more downside movement on pound CAD. So waiting for that to continue as well. Then Aussie Yen. Aussie Yen, uh, it seems to actually be going against us, but we'll wait. We cannot call it quits right now until we actually see what it is meant to do. So if I do see Aussie yen start to drop, even just right below 112, I'll start to add to that position till we reach our take profit level. So that is what I'm anticipating on Aussie CAD. Oh, sorry, Aussie yen rather. Then dollar Swissy. Dollar Swissy, we entered a buy. And right now, we are just more like on break even, and we're just waiting for it to make a new high. So I still think US dollar Swiss still has some room to make to the upside. New Zealand dollar as well. I entered another position that was on Friday, going all the way up. The gap has been filled that it made to the upside. And overall, I'm not too worried about the positions right now, even though I am in a 0.30% loss. I do think all of these trades will reverse into my favor, so we're just waiting for that. Then pound Swissy. Pound Swissy dropped further down. It gapped to the downside, kind of almost filled the gap, but it didn't really finish. So I do think pound Swiss is gonna finish what it started with the gap, which happened to the downside, and then it has to finish off the top right here around 1.09900. Then afterwards, I do think we might be coming to our final resistance level there and making a new high on pound Swiss. Then USD CAD. USD CAD, it has come somehow broken through this trend line, but we cannot say for sure. Probably when this resistance gets broken. But what I'm doing here is now I'm adjusting my trend line. Maybe it will be bouncing off this previous resistance, which was Friday's high, and then gap to the bottom, managed to fill that gap. So I do think it may be coming further down to finish their move on USD CAD to the downside and finally making a new low. So that is what I am anticipating on USD CAD. Then followed by Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand, we were in a buy. We gapped the downside, managed to fill the gap. So, like I say today, a major amount of currencies and commodities have gapped and they are aiming to fill the gap. Same with gold. So we're looking to finally make a new high here. So we're just waiting for that to happen. Euro Aussie, I think I talked about this already. This would have taken us out in profit. So as you can see, this was definitely a good hedge overall. Euro New Zealand buy and Euro Aussie sell. Yeah, this was a good hedge overall. So those are literally all the pairs that I have to cover because we have one, two, three. Okay, let me fix that up. So we have like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 10 pairs as usual. So coming back to gold, let's look at gold. Great part is we're still above break even. We locked in $549.76, and we are currently at $260 with a few cents. And already I was talking about being down $300, but now we are currently recovering from $300 from the start of this live. We are now down to $277. So yes, this move shall continue to the upside. Not much movement to the downside with gold. It seems to also be recovering strongly right here. And let us put the rectangle here. So I do think this consolidation which happened here will continue. Right. Yeah, I do think this consolidation will continue. So as we can also see right now, it's bouncing off those previous down levels of the consolidation on gold. So this is what I'm literally seeing. This is the consolidation I'm seeing. It's always good to spot these things in advance so that you know where you are. So it's either going to have a break right here to the downside strongly and it fills up this gap, or it's going to break to the upside, make new highs, probably even go past 4120. That is also a possibility. So we have news in 4 minutes. Yes, Gaston, dollar index doesn't want to go up. I'm great fighting with gold here. Yes, gold is not an easy critter to be with. It has its moods. Some days it's up, some days it's down. But we always have to have our stop losses in place. Do not be 100% into your position, or else you can face the flames of gold. It will literally melt your account. Instead of you melting gold, gold will melt your account. Yeah. Yeah, just like Trader Gampa said, gold is always tough. Yes, gold always is tough, but we pull through. We pull through and we try our best to make what we can when we can, and making sure that we are using proper risk management. So we have news in 3 minutes. That is the durable goods, high impact news, 3 stars on investing.com. You can check that out so that you are well aware. On Forex Factory, they have not listed that one, but you can be sure that this may have an impact on gold or other pairs that are US dollar related. So before even the news comes in the next 2 minutes, don't forget we have our promo still running till Friday of this week at 11:59 p.m. CET. So that's 50% off, or if you're a first time user using the promo code first OFP. Then if you've been with us, you can use the promo code OFP45 to get 45% off. Yeah. Not always gold move opposite today. Yes, opposite to dollar index. Yeah, of course. Gold moves on its own. Dollar index also moves on its own. But when dollar index has a very strong move to the upside, gold usually follows suit. But one pair that actually follows dollar index 90% of the time is euro dollar. So if you are trading dollar index, you should be also watching euro dollar. Then also silver follows gold probably like 80% of the time. So when you're trading silver, you should also be wary of what gold is doing. And when you're trading gold, you should be wary of what also silver is doing, trying to see if there's any correlation of some kind before you actually burn yourself. So from $300 from the start of the live, we are at 250, negative $250. So yeah, sí, correcto. Geopolitics. Yeah, that's true. Geopolitics are the only thing that move the market these days, honestly. Like the Iran war. They say there is probably going to be a peace treaty. We're yet to see. So news has hammered right in on the durable goods. So let's look at this on the 1 minute. Let's see what's going on here. So 1 minute we see gold is kind of strengthening a bit. I'm not sure if this durable goods was really worth it, because sometimes these news events that pop in don't seem to be that strong. That's why probably they don't get listed on Forex Factor, because they know their impact is not much of a headache. So overall, gold hasn't done much. The 1 minute candle is about to close, and we have literally had a blip, not even a $1 move on gold. Oh, there we go. We are getting a $1 move on gold. Yeah, so we have closed bullish with that 1 minute candle, and my PNL has just moved from 457 or 257 rather to 250 somewhere there. And yeah, it seems to be fluctuating at this point, but not erratically like it would with interest rates or NFP. And don't forget, on Wednesday, we do have the Fed interest rate. So I'm yet to see how that will affect gold, especially this is since that event will be towards the end of the month. So we're yet to see how that affects gold. So right now, gold is dropping. So, like I said, it's either we're gonna get a break to the downside of this consolidation, or we're gonna get a break to the upside of the consolidation. So we need to be ready for both. Right. So any pairs you'd like us to look at, you can leave your comment in the chat box and we will look at the individual pairs that are of interest for you today. And I'll give you my honest opinion on whether those the trade you're looking for, the trade idea you're looking for in those trades is actually worth taking. So just drop in the chat what pair you'd like me to analyze, and I'll give you feedback on it. Not too many though, because our time is restricted. We literally have like 2 minutes, so type away. Just type in the chat box, and I will give you my analysis on it before our live ends. So gold seems to be slowly trickling down, but it hasn't broken the consolidation in any way. US 30 and pound dollar. All right. Let us have a look on US 30. So US 30, as you know, moves the same with NAS 100. NAS 100 did 1.17, US 30 has at 1.16. So yeah, I think it's the same scenario as NAS 100. We're looking probably to make a new low as well. We're probably going to fill this gap and then make a new low, probably towards 51,400 also. Yeah, that's where I think we can come down to 51,400. That's on US 30. Then pound dollar. So pound dollar, because of the dollar index strengthening right now, it's in a very strong downward move. So the area that I do think pound dollar could be coming down to is probably its previous support level. That's around 31,600. So that is a level you need to keep an eye on pound dollar, because that's where I do think we could be aiming to come down to as well. So that is what I am seeing. Yes, trader gum, euro dollar is in direct correlation with the dollar index, like 90% of the time. Yeah, unless anything geopolitical happens, then it will swerve away slightly. from the dollar index, or the dollar index will swerve away slightly from the euro dollar. Right. So thank you all for joining me today for our live. Join me tomorrow, same time, same place, and we will be seeing how we are doing on the account, as we are currently now closing on 261. So let's see tomorrow if we'll be in the positives, probably up $200 or something. Then yeah, all will be well. Apart from that, enjoy your day and happy trading.